Okay, I've got to do this in little mini snippets because there's only one of me and there's nobody there to hold the camera, and I really need to move it. So it'd be nice to have somebody on hand. Okay, what I did is the area I'm going to use is right here. Reason I want to show you something here about this window is that you see this is called a framing square, this big metal. They're really good to have. Every glass artist should have a framing square. And my window is absolutely perfectly straight, follows there. So the distance from right here to this point is not by accident. As you can see, it is 5.5 inches and 1/8. So it makes it 5 5/8. And I can tell you that in my design, I did the exact same thing of this line, 5 5/8 off of the end. It's not by coincidence that this line right here is 5 5/8 and this one randomly appears to be 5 5/8. When I drew this design, I put the 5 5/8 here and here. I just didn't know how I was going to work it into my design. That's what I want to encourage you guys to do, or teach you to do if I was going to use that word, because we already know that. It just makes sense seeing it. So I just want to encourage you to do the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's a straight line. You see this one curving off and you see this one straight. It doesn't matter, because what we're going to do right now is we're going to fix the solder. Let me work my camera here. We're going to fix the hanger. Well, let's see. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. We'll see how we're going to work this out. I can't hold this in my teeth, this camera, and I don't have a tripod handy. I can't find it. I've got 2 of them, but I've moved, and I don't want to buy a 3rd one. So, am I stingy? Am I cheapskate? I don't think so. I'm being able to do this. I know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to show you all. Okay, I got an angle. Ta-da! Okay, right here is where I want to fix this video. Right here. And what I did, the kind of wire that you use, that I use, is coat hanger wire. That's perfect. Take your steel wool, shine it up, put some paste flux on it, take your soldering iron, and tin it. This is called tinning. And the solder just follows that really nice. And I curved this. If you notice, there's a curve. It follows the curve here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this. Because this is tinned, it's going to stick really well just by touching it to this solder joint underneath there. And then we'll talk about. So I mimicked the curve. See how that works? Now I'm going to solder that in right there just a little bit heavier so that it's believable. So that people aren't going to say that they know where this hanger is. What I want to do is just solder it in to sort of disguise it. Oops. Do that again. You mess in one area, and then there we go. Just feathering that in, tapping that in, just trying to make that all work. Now down at this end, on another video, I'll show how I clamp these over. So it's a good idea to take your wire brush and clean up your area where you're trying to get it to marry into. And what I really want to do is I want to get this wire to marry into my stained glass window. So I'm going to really put a little bit of a piece here and a little bit of a piece here, just to ensure me that this is really going to stick. Let's get another view, because it's really important. to see what I'm saying on this, you can see that this piece follows the contour of the curve, but what I want to do is I want to get an extra good joint right here. Let's get my camera. Right here, down here, where this wire meets here and on this side. I'm not trying to solder this hanger to this outside lead. That's strictly decorative. So my solder tip is chalk. It's cooked, as they would say, and trying to get the best mileage out of it while I got other bits or solder tips coming. Got a good marriage going on right here of the solder. And I'm going to bring in just a little bit on the other side. This is really strong stuff. I mean, this wire is really excellent for this job. It's one of the best wire I know of is hanger wire. So if you got any friends that work in a uniform supply, or maybe you got a friend that's a factory worker, ask about those brass hangers. They make, see, I'm tinning this as I go. They make excellent hangers, and you can't get any stronger than this. That wire would hold, my gosh, 100 pounds easy. So now I've got, let's get this framing square out of the way. It served its purpose. Okay, so now you see the window with its hanger coming off of right here. And now I'm going to do it on the other side. So let's just say that the next video we'll have 2 of these. And I'm going to bend one over and solder, and then the last one I'll just explain it, because we can't be doing this in real time. So we're going to be putting the hangers on here so that we can suspend this window so that it's all naturally part of the window. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.